Backflow devices installed on your city water line help ensure a safe supply of drinking water in your home. Here's how they work and what you need to do to make sure they are operating correctly.
A typical bin home has two backflow assemblies. There's one at the water meter that protects the city water supply, and then there's one on the irrigation system that protects the homeowner from their irrigation. And next to the curb is a city-owned backflow assembly and water meter. We have the water meter here that transmits the meter reading to the towers in the city, and that collects the meter reading consumption. And therefore, the water then continuously flows through to the backflow assembly, and the backflow assembly prevents the water from returning back into the water supply. And what we have here is backflow assembly shutoff valves. There's two of them, and then it's housed in one complete meter loop. The advantages of this system is to read the meter electronically and to reduce the amount of labor that's involved in meter reading. And then also the advantage of the backflow assembly at the meter is to protect the city's water supply. Closer to the home, we have a typical irrigation backflow assembly. This assembly protects the occupant from contamination and pollution from the irrigation system. The assembly itself has two backflow shutoff valves, and the water is allowed to flow one particular way and not return back into the system. The homeowner is responsible for testing the backflow assembly for the irrigation system. The one at the meter is the responsibility of the city, and they will test that one annually. The city will no longer continue to notify residents by mail, but it will be in our city newsletter to remind them to annually test their irrigation backflow assembly. Once the city installs a premises isolation backflow assembly at the meter, it creates a closed loop system and does not allow the water to expand when it heats up. And so therefore, thermal expansion tanks are required by Uniform Plumbing Code to be installed on your hot water heater. The purpose of the thermal expansion tank is to allow the hot water, when heated, to expand and return into the tank and not into the city water system. The net effect of the backflow assemblies on the property is to protect the city's water supply and to protect the customer from contaminations and pollution from the irrigation system.